China.
Hopefully this shit worked, but welcome to Audio Addiction. My name is Brandon. I just blew it for Dan because he was trying to sing that
It's
Jared a
cool.
long track. Hopefully this thing's streaming.
Yep,
I'm
it's
not a
live.
moron. Because,
It's live.
oh, sweet. I'm not a moron. Alright.
Yet.
So, not yet, at least. But anyway, welcome to Audio Addiction. My name's Brandon. And we got Chris and Dan with us. No Nick.
Hey.
He died of, influenza, so... Rest in peace, Nick. Would you like to say any words on Nick's behalf, guys?
Fuck that guy.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's so mean,
Wow.
man.
Nick is a hard worker out here, so he ain't got time for that audio addiction life anymore. So, nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
thinks he's too cool for us.
he's just really tired today. So, show him some love in the comments. Be like, come on, man. Why? But anyway, we'll start off with our bands of the week. Yeah, pretty much. Savage. There you go. Such edge. But anyway, some bands that I've been listening to have been Blink 182. If you haven't checked out my review, I did a review on them, so that's pretty sick. But their new record's really good. I really enjoyed it. You just check it out and you can see for yourself. I've also been jamming the new Sum 41 track that just released. I think it was last night, so that's pretty
Yeah, it
good.
was literally like 16 hours ago. I
Yeah.
just listened to it.
It
It's
didn't-
holy crap, man! Does that track just like hit you when it gets started?
it's so
it
good,
hits
dude.
it hits you so hard. Like the first, just getting right into that
It
thing.
hits like a truck, dude. It's crazy.
Chorus is great, but what I want to talk about is how many freaking Easter eggs were in that video. I love the style because
It was just
you know,
a bunch of memes.
describing it to people who are listening to it or
it was like
listening.
it was
It's
like
basically they have a bunch of pixelated like 2D art that just random like people throwing up rainbows and like Kim Kardashian's naked ass like floating around, and then like at one
and they had
point,
like Nyan Cat like flying in the background, like
dude, they had freaking the drones from like Call of Duty Modern
Yeah, oh my
Warfare
God, it
3
was-
or whatever that
it was
or
so great.
whatever the Future Warfare or whatever.
I will
Uh,
link that video in the description though if you haven't checked it out. It's hilarious, but like the song is so good. So I'm super stoked to see them at Warped. So
Yeah,
I-
I actually might have to change my ranking of my most anticipated bands because after watching that, I'm like, just
Yeah, they're
watching
good,
watching them on the music video. It's like, man, these guys haven't lost it. Like that guy looks exactly like he looked like 15 years ago. Like it's insane. He's still got like the same hair and
Still
everything,
haircut,
man.
yeah.
It's like,
Still the same
holy
guys
crap.
pretty much for the most
Yeah.
part, I think too, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm super stoked to see them. I'm
we have to start listening to them because we have like a week now. So I'm gonna live and breathe Warped Tour tracks.
Some 41. Who else have been listening to? In Heart's Wake. I just been pretty much getting ready for just Warped bands in general. So just been rotating issues, of course, like Pacific. Just a ton of bands that I'm super excited to see this year. How about you, Chris? Since we kind of talked about Sum 41. I don't know if you're listening to him, but I'm definitely listening to him this week for sure.
Boy, yeah, I'm gonna listen to them a hell of a lot, like I said. But I've been listening to well, today I was listening to As They Lay Dying, Shadows and Security.
Nice. That's a good one.
Shadows Are Security. Yes, that's one of the very first like I don't know if they're what you call them, to be honest with you. They're not.
It's called Prison Core now.
Oh, like a metal. I guess you can call them just metal.
Metal,
Not really
metal.
metal.
Metal
they're
bar core.
Metal hardcore. I don't know.
Drop the soap core.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, Chris, you continue on.
Yeah, you know, it's just such good album. I mean, you got
Yeah, of
songs
course.
Confined, you know, freaking, it's so good. So, yeah, I've been listening to them a lot. Also, Frail Words Collapse.
Nice. That
That
one's
was
a
a
good
good
one. That
one,
one's a
too.
good one too.
So those first two albums that I've listened to, I went back in time and just jammed out a little bit. So
That's sick.
that's it for me, really.
And Daniel, what have you been listening to?
I've been listening to some more of that Lil Dicky. I've been listening to some The Plot and You.
I saw
I've been
that.
listening to some Amidst the Graves Demons and Baby Metal. Pretty much, I think this coming leading up to Warped is when I'm gonna start like really hitting the Warped bands pretty hard.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
I don't want to get burnt out too early.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's the
get you.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to kind of remember everything. Like I've just
yeah,
been
yeah,
just going through refreshing myself like of bands that I haven't listened
yeah.
to in like
You
a
gotta
minute.
start listening to like Waka Flocka's top five,
He's not gonna be at that date, I don't think.
just in case. I
I mean,
don't
just
think
in
he's gonna be
case.
there either,
I don't
but
think he will.
that'd be hilarious.
Did Jared get back to you yet or not?
Nah,
Oh,
but
we'll
I'm
see.
gonna
Just tweet at him, be like, "Yo, Jared."
well, I'm gonna tweet at him. I'm gonna finally edit that freaking picture of him like, oh, you should just Photoshop of me like holding a dick. And I'm like, if I finally do it, I'm gonna tweet it at him, and be like, yo, pick me for your Camden Day.
Because nothing says "I love you" like photoshopping him with a dick. I
Maybe
guess
he
so.
forgot about it, but I didn't forget about it. So
I never forget. Never forget.
yeah,
But anyway, we'll move in on to the news section. Sum 41, like we talked about earlier, they released a new track. I don't remember what the name. It's like something Death, isn't it? I forget exactly the name of it, but we'll definitely link it in the description. It's hilarious. There's tons of Easter eggs, like Chris said. Freaking great. I'm so glad they came back
Yo,
with kind of a
freaking
bang.
Ned Stark is in that.
Is he really?
Like, literally, Sean Bean is in that, like, on somebody's face. Now I have a hard time distinguishing between sometimes Ned Stark and Boromir from Lord of the Rings, because they're
Oh
both
yeah.
medieval people, and they
Mhm.
both same kind of style. So, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the comments, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Ned Stark in there. So, it was
That's
Sean
what the-
Bean, I know that.
That's sick. That's sick.
yeah.
I'm excited for that. But anyway, they're gonna be on Warp Tour. I don't know how many dates they're gonna be on, but they're gonna be at our date for Camden, so I'm super stoked to see them. This one was interesting. Joey Jordan said he was fired from Slipknot by email. I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on that. I think that's kind of a low blow, if you ask me. I don't. I mean, nobody likes getting fired, but to have no balls kind of is kind of retarded, I think. But I don't know if you guys have any else to add to that, I guess.
Well, I mean, he started the band. How did they fire him through email?
It's such a lame way.
That's like the thing I'm thinking. Like he's like the founding member
I think he
of the
yeah,
band.
Yeah, I think
He's the one
is,
that like wrote all the music. Why would they fire him?
I don't
First
know.
of all,
They're
and then
too-
how would they fire the person who started the whole thing?
I know, that's just so...
Like,
They're just
I don't
like,
know.
screw
I mean,
you.
No,
I don't
wait a
have much to
moment.
say because
I
I've
actually
broken
did
up with
that.
all my girlfriends through text. So
I'll be honest with you though. I say that I don't know who would do that, but I'm kind of a hypocrite because I was part of a band that actually we did kick out our founding member, which is kind of bad.
But at least
uh,
it wasn't by email, though, right?
Oh no,
Okay.
nothing like that. We were just like, yeah, dude.
we were like, okay, show of hands right in front of him. Aye.
You're out.
And then you're like, get out of my house.
You've been voted off the island.
Pretty
The guy
much,
from
like-
Survivor like comes out. He's like, you've been voted off the island.
yeah, Jeff Probst.
Just oh my god. Another cool bit of news. We got Dan's favorite band, or at least I know he's mentioned them. King 810 dropped
Pretty
a
good.
new track called "Carve My Name." So if you like,
I
that
did not listen to these guys.
I did not listen to them. I have never listened to them, so I
mean-
might have to give them a listen. I guess I don't know.
They're like a heavier, angrier Slipknot.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay,
what
no,
you
yeah,
could say.
yeah, I've heard
Definitely
of
not
them,
up
yeah.
my alley.
And I don't know. I feel like their EP or whatever they came out with, I feel like that was like kind of the end for them. Because like, how much more are you gonna talk about hate and
A lot more apparently.
like living in Flint, Michigan? Like, okay, cool, we get it. Next shtick, please. Like, I don't know how far they could really push this topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get
I
you.
get it. Flint, Michigan, murder city, one of the worst cities in America. I get it. Cool. Next.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just never really listened to him.
I
And
didn't.
I just figured
I
it'd
didn't
be
watch
interesting.
this, but I could. I'll probably check it out.
Nice. Okay.
Tell you if it's the same as their other shit.
It probably is.
Probably.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Speaking of kind of like an OG band, Poison the Well, um, played some shows for the first time in a while. I think they're getting back together, and then they have like a new vocalist, which I'm not too excited about, but you know they're an OG band, so I'm excited to see what they do. But um, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. They had some live shots, so I'll make sure to leave a link in the description for it. Some guy took video of like their first couple shows of 2016. So
Yeah, I remember hearing that band as being one of the big influences of Silverstein back in the day.
yeah.
So, like, I know they're really old, but I just never really listened to them.
Same. Yeah. It's like the same for Thursday too. Like I never really like I know they're OG, but I haven't really like dove
Listen to
in.
them.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
listen to the people they affected than
Exactly.
listen to
Like
them
and
themselves.
I was talking with the band that we're gonna do our spotlight for tonight, and he was saying like he's a hard pressed likes the old Thrice. So I asked him what his thoughts were on the new record, and he's like it's good, but it's not old Thrice. And I was like, yeah, I was like I liked it only because I was kind of like a newish fan,
Yeah, it is not old Thrice
but
by a
like it's
long
not old
shot.
Thrice. So um, we'll have when that comes out, I'll have to obviously you'll see it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of cool. So, yeah, that's another band in like Under Oath too. He was talking about Under Oath. But anyway, some more unreleased songs from Nirvana were released. So if you wanna check them out, it was like just like some old shit that I guess they just dug up. So I mean, if you're a big Nirvana fan or if you're a hipster, then you'll enjoy this.
Yeah. I mean, how how do you still like? It's been how long
It's been
since he
so
died?
long, dude.
I feel like they were just like, okay, wait, let's not release this stuff.
Not yet.
Let's wait, and then like periodically release
Release
some
stuff.
Nirvana stuff. I can't wait until 2030 when another Nirvana song gets released. Like, how long are you guys gonna milk it? They're gonna be like 70 and be like,
Oh my god.
Check out
what
this
is?
new Nirvana song.
We need a few more dollars. Here's another Nirvana song, and people are still gonna be like, "Oh, Nirvana was an awesome band. This was why their songs never got released."
Yo, I'm so
Yeah.
excited for it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. They're kind of like, I don't know. If you're a band like that and you break, I mean, like something happens like that. I mean, they had to break up because obviously Kurt died. But I don't know. I
and
just
you go
feel
to
like
Foo
if they
Fighters,
just
and then you're good.
fighters, there you go. That's yeah, exactly.
You're,
That's
you're
you
all
need.
set.
All you
Yeah.
need. All you
It's
need
like
in life.
I feel like that's where Nirvana was heading anyway. It was
Yeah.
like a Foo Fighter sound, so you're good.
Look at that. There we go. Dan solves all problems here on the Audio Edition channel here. Solve all issues. So,
And I'm gonna throw some shit here. Singer for what's Dave Grohl?
yes.
Uh-huh.
He's not a bitch, and he could take life's problems.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Shots
And then you're
fired.
like, damn.
There goes commenters, man. They're gonna
Oh,
Take
tear us
that.
up.
man.
What's her name? Courtney Love.
Yep, Courtney Love.
You killed a legend. I hate you, bitch. I just threw 2 shots in the same like
Man.
minute.
How about you put that gun back in its holster, okay, man? I don't need any more dead bodies over here.
Yeah.
You have to add a little shock value in that
Yeah, I
episode.
guess so. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need. Is just to say like the most obscene things.
Just
and
edit
know
it to be like shock value.
Shock
and come
value.
back out.
Anyway, Aaron Gillespie is releasing an acoustic album with some reworked Under Oath tracks and the Almost tracks and some of his solo work. I'm super excited for it. I've always liked his voice. Clearly, Under Oath is a huge influence, and not like I'm wearing an Under Oath shirt now, but anyway, yeah, I'm super excited for his acoustic album. I don't think he has a set date for it, but I know he was talking about it, and I think through Alter the Press. So I'm just excited to see new music from him and hopefully from Under Oath as a whole. So
Yes.
Yeah.
well, only time will tell, but we will see. Motionless in White just signed to Roadrunner Records, and they released a new track called 570. I don't know what's the band's obsession with naming tracks after numbers, but hey, whatever. You know, that's not my problem. So,
I listened
um,
to it.
what'd you think about it, Chris? It was eh.
It was okay to me. I mean,
I'm not,
I
I'm not
thought
that big.
especially the beginning was really like that strange, odd kind of gothic sounding to
I mean,
it.
they've
Like,
always had that
Yeah.
sound though too. So
Yeah, that's like them.
okay.
Scene girls are gonna
See,
go nuts over this song.
I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I'll just shut up because I don't even know about.
Nah,
it's okay.
they're like
It's okay. Dan was shooting bullets. Everybody, we don't mind if we throw
Yeah.
some more shade.
they're like if you ever looked at like Black Veil Brides,
Yeah,
they're
Yeah.
more like
they're like a heavier
emo
version.
metal
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Definitely.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't even know what Black Veil Brides is doing anymore.
I know Nick likes Motionless in White,
yeah.
right?
Well, you know, too
Yeah.
bad he isn't here to comment on it.
The singer sounds like I don't know if in this song he sounds like him, but he has like a Marilyn Manson
Style
sound to how
voice.
he
Yeah,
like
you know, I got
vocals.
the idea from that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's like the metal Marilyn Manson basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's okay. I mean, I listened to it a little bit. I'm just never. I've
Uh-huh.
never been a really big Motionless in White
Yeah.
fan to begin with, so
Mm.
that's just me. The Color Morale just announced a new album called Desolate Divine, and they just released a new track called Walls. It was pretty good. I like.
It was great.
I like that they're getting back to
Yeah.
their older albums, like the
Oh, sure.
Devil in Your Eyes, and I love Humaniquin. That's probably one of my favorite tracks for them. So hopefully it plays some older tracks on Warped, like Humaniquin or like Demon Teeth. Yeah, Demon.
I
Teeth
keep
is-
forgetting this band's playing, man.
Yeah, so
They're gonna be
Yeah.
at Warp that
Yeah.
are. Wow. There's another band. I pretty much have to like plug myself into Spotify for the next
I think they have a
8 days and just.
do
They probably have a Warped.
They have a
Tour
warp. They have a
playlist.
warp playlist. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
Underoath actually had Underoath made a playlist for like it was like the ultimate Underoath playlist.
Yeah, I
I
also
think it
made.
was before
I
the
made
tour.
one for. I made one for the tour actually on my Spotify account.
You're gonna have to share that with me, man.
Which one, the Underoath or this?
The Warped Tour one.
I'll have to find it. I'll send it to you later. But yeah, so they have that and they're on Warped, so check them out. I think you can like pre-order their record there or some shit. So pretty cool. Concepts, this local band from Texas, signed to Stay Sick Records, and they released a track called Shadow Walker. It was pretty good. I like them a lot. I've been following. This
God,
band for
the
quite
very
some-
first 30 seconds. I'm gonna try not to break the trend here because I just caught
Yes.
myself in my mind before I was breaking the trend, saying a certain somebody's name.
Oh.
That starts with a J.
Oh my god! You should have just.
Freaking MacBook.
Yeah, that guy.
MacBook
And holy
salesman.
crap, this guy sound like him.
Yeah, he is good though. I love.
But then,
him.
like when the track, it's funny because at first it was like that a lot, and then as the track got heavier and throughout, it kind of didn't sound like him
Disappeared.
too much anymore. But
I love how Chris is just like slowly walking on eggshells, and it's like I don't want to say his name, but
Yeah.
this guy sounds very familiar to
I
the
thought
other guy.
I thought the guy's wardrobe was very interesting though.
Yeah, no,
Singer's wardrobe. He had an interesting
He's
hat.
got like
he was wearing.
He's got like okay, Dan. I don't know if you saw the video, but he has like huge gauges. He has like a beard, right? And
With
then-
a huge mustache.
with a huge mustache, right?
And like
then-
a
and
like
then
a
he's got-
floppy
and then he's
girl
got-
hat.
And then he's got like one of those like
Like a
I
sun
don't know,
hat.
hipster hat. Like it looks like a sun hat or some
Like
shit.
a sun hat, like you see, like no, offense, like a girl would wear this hat, like to the
Wow,
beach.
Chris is throwing so much shade.
I know,
Oh my god.
I know.
Listen, if I get an interview with them, I'm so gonna throw you under the bus for
Might
that.
have to edit this out.
It's too late. It's live. We're not gonna do it. We're doing it live. Okay, it's live.
I was trying. I didn't say the guy was girly. I just said he was wearing a girly style hat.
There we go.
That's all.
We cleared it up.
Like I said, he had an interesting choice for
I
award.
love you, concepts. So don't hate. Just hate Chris. Don't hate me. But yeah, so they're super awesome. They're an up and coming band. I'm glad that Franz from Attila decided to pick them up. So good for him. You know, smart business move.
It's
Anyway,
amazing.
we got a new track from Forevermore. The track is
Yes.
called Order. It is the supposed to represent the color blue, apparently. So I'm not gonna butcher it. I think they have a Facebook thing post about it. just basically about the whole album and like what it represents. So, if you have not checked that song out, I highly recommend it. I will make sure to link it in the description. They're an awesome up and coming band. They're doing a headlining tour with Kingdom of Giants and Darkness Divided. So, but it's not coming to Philly, so I'm mad. So Forevermore, come to Philly, please. Thank you. Anyway.
Yeah, I listened to the track. I thought it was great. Like these guys are one of my new favorite up and coming bands. Like, their way of being technical,
They're so good, dude.
so technical. Like just a little like a drumming's like a little like offbeat a little bit. Just like staggered. But I enjoyed the track a lot. So
Yeah, I'm super excited for their new record, and I have to pick it up. But, um, another cool thing we kind of talked about Attila, but there's a huge new record label that has been swooping up some bands, and this new record label is called Sharp Tone Records. They just signed Attila, We Came as Romans, Miss May I, Don Bronco, Loathe, and World War Me. Loathe, I think, is a popular British band. They're like heavy. I don't know how to describe their style, but I hear they're an up and coming band, so I'm super excited they got signed. World War Me, I have not checked out, and Don Bronco's kind of like I don't know. They're kind of like rock, I guess, like alternative. They're a really good band too. But it's kind of interesting considering that we already have pretty large labels like Fearless, Rise, Equal Vision, Hopeless, Epitaph. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of record labels. Artery, of course. But I don't know. I'm
There's
excited
still
to,
little ones
There's still little ones like
emerging
Solid
and
State.
growing.
They got Solid State, Tooth and Nail.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of different record labels.
Stay
so
sick.
Stay Sick, yeah. But supposedly, Sharp Tone Records is owned by I think he used to be the vice president of Sumerian Records, and then the CEO slash like president of Sharp Tone is actually the same guy who runs like Nuclear Blast Records, which has like huge bands like Slayer, like a bunch of huge like metal like real metal bands. So
Like metal legend bands.
like metal legend bands, yeah. So it's kind of interesting that he decided to pick like bands like this compared to like and decided to do a new record label like based around those types of bands. So it's
Yeah.
exciting. It's exciting for sure. Periphery just released a new track called Flatline. I don't know if you guys have gotten a chance to check it out. It's pretty good.
oh yeah, it was really good.
It's different than the
Uh,
first track that they released. I don't remember the name of it because I'm not really good with
I
names.
really like the cleans in this band.
Yeah.
A lot. They're
Spen-
really good.
Spencer's ridiculous.
Uh huh.
Just like the whole band itself is awesome. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll link that too. Awesome track from them, and they're having a new album out soon as well. In the next coming months. The Ghost Inside seems to be doing better according to their like Twitter, Instagram, and stuff. Apparently, John Vigil, their vocalist, got some cast removed, so obviously he's doing a little bit healthier, as well as apparently Jim Riley, their bass player, is doing like tour stuff with Falling Reverse, so he's gonna be on Warped Tour all year. So it's good to see that they're out doing stuff, and the rest of their band is starting to get back onto their feet, and hopefully, obviously they're gonna be on Warped Tour next year, so I'm already excited to see them, and just excited to see them get back out and get back to normal and stuff. So that's awesome. Mice and Men released a new track called Pain, and it's off their new record called Cold. I think it's called Cold War, not World. I don't know why I put World on here. I must have been a typo. But that comes out very soon. I know they just released the live album, and this new track was pretty good. It's definitely Slipknot influenced. Like you can definitely tell Slipknot had a huge say in this new track, and obviously they're touring with them and Marilyn Manson, so it's interesting to see. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out that Mice and Men track at all.
Yeah, I totally just skipped my mind.
He didn't have any cleans in it. It's all screams, so it's kind of like The Depths or just like any track that just was straight screams. So this is a pretty good one. The video's interesting, so I don't know if you wanna. It's just weird to me. Like the song's pretty good, but the video is really weird. So I don't know. But if you get a chance to check it out, I'll link that one in the description as well. POD is in the studio. I don't know what record number they're on now, but they're in the studio, so it's kind of interesting. I saw that show up on Twitter, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. They have. I mean, obviously, everybody can say like their first couple records were, really good ones, and they just kind of dropped off in my book. So I haven't really listened to them, but I mean, I'll check it out. I'll check out their new record once it comes out. So, excited to see that they're kind of back, I guess. This one's an interesting one. I guess we can kind of talk about it a little bit. In Heart's Wake, I saw you post a video on your Facebook, Dan.
Yeah.
But basically, we already have issues on Vans Warped Tour. They're no stranger to apparently bodyguards choking people out. So this bodyguard was literally putting this dude in like a chokehold, and he was like turning blue and shit. And so
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. I mean, it's really early this year. Like that was probably like only
Like the fourth day, maybe?
It was only like the
Fifth day?
first couple days of Warped Tour, and we're already having like security issues already. I mean, obviously they've already had security issues like in the past,
Yeah.
but for it to happen this early is kind of nuts. So
Everyone's deciding to be a freaking hero for no
or
reason
MMA,
at all.
MMA wrestler or some
Yeah,
shit.
it's like,
but whatever.
he's not an MMA fighter.
Yeah. But.
Uh,
It's crazy. I don't know if you have to check the chance out if you have a chance to check out the video, I will make sure to link it. I think somebody took a video on Instagram, and there's another one. There's a couple videos out on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. But we'll make sure to link one of the videos to either our Facebook page or in the description here. But I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts on it. I think it's way too early for this shit to be happening, and it just shouldn't be happening in general. Apparently the kid like wasn't even doing anything. He just wanted to push to the front, and apparently this guy thought he was being like some like terrorist or some bullshit. So
Stupid, man.
whatever.
yeah.
Everything's linked to terrorism now.
You gotta realize. This
Well,
is a
I was being
freaking rock
facetious, but
concert.
I meant like he
Yeah.
just like some dumb shit, and then like this guy feels like obligated to choke somebody out. So whatever.
Yeah, and wouldn't stop.
Wouldn't stop. That
Like,
was.
the band just stopped their freaking set to tell you, hey, fuck off. And you're still just doing whatever the fuck you want. Like, really?
It's so dumb. Like, and like, it's not like he was being like an asshole. It's like, yo, fuckhole, like,
Yeah.
stop choking him out. Like,
It was
you
like,
know,
fuck
he's
the
just-
police. It's
yeah.
just like, yo, like,
Yo, stop it, dude.
this
Like, yeah,
specific
this is not good.
altercation
Yeah.
doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. As like we said, we're going to Warped Tour, and I can guarantee myself that this will not be the last time it will happen. But it just sucks, and it sucks for the guy. He's just trying to have a good time. Like, I don't even think he was trying to be a dick, honestly. Like, there's some
Yeah.
people that are trying to be dicks. I don't feel like he was purposefully trying to be an asshole. So, I don't know. It's stupid. Like, honestly, it's stupid, and like, I think the thing that made me even more pissed off about the situation was that like every other security guard was not doing anything. They were
just standing there.
All
It's
just
like,
standing
Yeah.
there,
what are
like
you guys
staring at.
doing?
I was like, this guy's getting fucking choked
I
out.
know.
And then like, no one's doing anything.
They're just standing there.
They're just like, all right, well,
what's
like
going on? I'm not
fucking
gonna get-
Duke Nukem over here is fucking like choking people out, so whatever. But I don't get it. Like, it's stupid. Just bodyguard is retarded. Like, if it really escalates to the point where like people are literally beating each other, then I'd be like, okay. But I mean, we're all trying to have a good time, and
Yeah.
you're just ruining it for the fans that wanted to see the band. You're ruining it for the people who are trying to mosh and have a fun time. It's just stupid to me.
Yeah.
It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. Whatever. And then there you go. Look at that, savage.
Oh, wow.
He's a savage. Whatever. Shoutouts to Jake from In Heart's Wake. That dude's rad. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see his band just for that reason alone now.
They're playing our stuff, huh?
Yep, they're.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna definitely see them. We
I'm
gotta see
seeing
these
In Heart's
guys.
Wake,
Yeah,
so,
we gotta see them.
Check out In Heart's Wake. Shout out to In Heart's Wake. They're the rad dudes. So, CMVAR, they're a super group for pretty much like I guess post-hardcore essentially. They feature band members from A Lot Like Birds, Dance Gavin Dance, Hail the Sun, They're just a really awesome super group. They put out an EP last year, no, 2 years ago. It was excellent. Highly recommend checking it out. I think they still have it on their Bandcamp, so definitely download it, check it out, whatever. But they're releasing a new record called Stay Lost, and they're doing a tour to follow up with that. It's with My Iron Lung and Save the Archon.
Oh, Myron Lung. They played
Yep.
with Bayside, I think,
Oh, nice, cool. Or was it
last
Silverstein?
year. It was either or. I'll
Okay.
be honest.
But yeah, I'm super excited to check them out. I'll probably wind up going to it because I really enjoyed the song that they released. They also released a track off the record, so I will link that in the description. They're kind of like a super group in terms of like experimental post-hardcore. So highly recommend checking them out if you're a fan of like Dance Gavin Dance, Hail of Sun, a lot like Birds, those types of bands. So Cove Reaver of X Seosin is working on some new music. He's been posting a lot on his Instagram, and he's released a few demos. I'm always excited to see him. Shout out to Paul, you know me and him, like that Seosin self-titled record. It's still the best. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, so I'm super excited for him to be working on new music. It makes me super excited because he's one of my favorite vocalists. So yeah. And lastly, Taking Back Sunday is announced their, I don't know how many albums they've done so far.
Oh
They've
my
done-
god, I lost
I
track
think it's
after.
eight or nine or some shit. It's a lot. But this one's called Tidal Wave, and they released a track off that as well. I will link that in the description if you like Taking Back Sunday. I've heard it's got mixed reviews, so I'll have to check it out. I have not checked it
I
out.
listened to the title track, and it was actually pretty darn good. Sounds a little.
Somebody said it was like dad rock, and I was like,
I mean, it kind of is. I'll be honest, but I enjoyed it. Whatever.
the only dad rock band that I like is Nickelback. I'm just kidding. I don't like dad rock. Anyway. But anyway, our topic for tonight, this one is a little bit political, so excuse me for being a little political, but
It's
this
not
one
really that
basically-
bad.
I mean, not really, but kind of. Somebody who's just gonna nitpick it and be like, "Yo, man, I thought this was a music channel.
Yeah,
This isn't like CNN or some
but
shit."
this affects the music.
Yes,
this
but it
affects
does
it.
affect the music.
Yeah, so we
So
must
basically, it's British bands or like any type of touring band that tours in Europe and the UK. As you know, the Brexit happened where Britain split from the European Union and shit. So Dan looks like he's having a blast over here. But anyway, so basically, it's gonna make it much harder for bands to tour in the Europe circuit and as well as the UK, just because they have split, and I don't know, it's just causing a lot of headaches. So I just want to kind of know what you guys' thoughts are on it, I guess. I mean, there isn't really too much to talk about other than that it's probably depressing for most fans who live in either one of those countries.
It's depressing for like anyone. What was it, like under the age of 30?
Yeah.
Like anyone that didn't already have a set career
is now
is
now
pretty
screwed.
much like who got affected.
Um,
But especially like when you think about like bands, like there's no like one place that a band works,
yeah,
and then now they have to
Nope.
like deal with this crap.
it's terrible. It's terrible.
Mm.
They made I feel like they made a huge mistake. But,
Yeah. What was it like? I think like the
was
main
really
reason was to preserve Britain's history and all this other stuff. Like that was like the main reason
that's
for the vote,
so
was
dumb.
that way like Britain could stay as its like get back to its roots. I'm like, cool, but your roots were as an empire, so you should probably just stay a part of the EU and like kind of take over or something. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for it to be reversed,
It probably will, honestly.
Yeah.
If people get enough hate
especially
about
because of like you saw the the amount of people that was like, wait, what's EU?
it.
Because people in Britain don't like recognize what the EU is, because no one says like they don't say EU, they say
Yeah.
they're going to Wales or they're going here. Like they live in the EU, but they don't call it that. Like
Listen, the only EU I know is the Star Wars Expanded Universe, so that's all it's gonna be, and that's
Dang.
all it ever will be.
Look at Chris.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're
That's what
just like
they're
this
saying.
band.
They're like, man,
You.
Star Wars.
It's just Star Wars.
Yeah, that's all we know it as.
Oh man.
But anyway, I mean, it sucks. It sucks for bands. Like I was talking to Brent, or at least I saw a status from Brent, Walsh, as my voice cracks, but of I the Mighty, and he was just saying how much of a headache it's gonna be to tour in like the UK and stuff, and other bands have had their, given their thoughts on it and stuff. I think it just sucks, honestly. If I mean, you're a hardworking band already, and for you to like kind of screw your fans that live in other countries, especially in the Europes and UK. It just sucks. It
They have
sucks
to
for you
work
guys.
even harder.
Yeah, they have to work
Like-
even harder to just try to get over there, and like
Yep.
that would probably result in like less touring there and stuff like that. So it just sucks all the way around. And it also sucks for like UK bands wanting to come to the United States and shit. So I don't know. It kind of sucks either all the way around. So like Dan
Yeah.
said, it probably will just turn around. Even like the prime minister like resigned after that. He was just like, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
He's like, somebody else can carry the torch, pretty much. That's literally
Yeah.
what he said, and I was just like, damn, that's pretty savage, honestly.
Yeah, he's like, well, I didn't want this.
Well, he's
and
like,
I didn't,
he's
I
like,
didn't sign up to rule this. Bye.
He was like, I don't want to be a part of the Titanic here, so whatever.
Yeah.
But I just like to get your thoughts on that. So basically, it sucks. Europe don't suck as much. Whatever. People
Yeah.
just don't suck. That's it.
Yep.
Stop.
Just stop it, man. This one kind of affects me pretty hard. But basically, another topic that we're talking about. Yellow Card announced their final tour and their final album,
What?
and they'll be breaking up shortly after that. It makes me pretty sad, and like I've seen other people post about it. This one particular site, which I'm not gonna mention, but they gave him a lot of hate about being like, is Yellow Card still relevant and shit. They're like they weren't as good until like after like Ocean Avenue was like their last greatest album or some shit. Which I will say that like over the years their albums have deteriorated.
Yeah, they
like,
have
in
not
terms
been
of-
in the spotlight at all.
Yeah. But I mean, we can all say without certainty that like all of us have and enjoyed Yellow
Oh,
Card
yeah.
over the years, and they
Yeah.
are a major influence.
They were
all
like,
of us.
they were up there with Hawthorne Heights and
Yeah.
Blink 182 as
Yep.
those bands that kind of started their own way with music
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
And like a
in
lot
the
of,
early 2000s. You know?
yeah, and then like a lot of bands are influenced by Yellow Card. Like even if they don't necessarily admit it, like I mean, I can definitely say that a lot of my guitar writing has been influenced by Yellow Card. And we can all say that Ocean Avenue is probably one of the best like pop rock records in a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time. But I don't know. It's really sad to see him go, and I mean, I wish the best for them, of course. I know Ryan, the lead vocalist and guitar player, he has like his own recording studio in Nashville now, and he's doing a lot more recording. And I don't know about the rest of the guys. I don't think they talk really much. I assume they have a personal life outside of it, but I don't know. It's just sad, and I just wanted to know what get your guys' thoughts on it, because obviously, like, we've all listened to this band for like a long time, like, starting out in like what, middle school, high school. At least for Dan and I don't know, but I mean, Chris probably even started listening to him around the same time, I'm sure. But I don't know. It just makes me. I mean, I'm definitely going to the last show. Like, obviously, they're gonna be at Warped Tour, so if you can't make it out to their last tour,
I mean-
definitely go check their set out, Warped for sure. But what are you gonna say, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is kind of a sad thing to say, but it's stuff like this is gonna.
It's gonna
I
happen.
hate to say it's gonna happen more often now. Like our
Yeah.
bands, unfortunately, are not gonna last our lifetime. Like they're gonna break up eventually. People get bored. People get involved with other things in their lives, and they step away from being musicians, at least for
Yeah.
a temporary time. If not, they go into a different path. So, I mean, you can only kind of step back and just appreciate the music that
Oh,
they
yeah,
gave us. And the great thing about music is you could listen to it a million times. Like it's always going to be there. It's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a shame because you won't be able to see them live, but you can still relive that through videos, through like live albums, all
Oh
that
yeah.
kind of stuff. So, I think it just says like whenever you go to shows, just be prepared to really go crazy because that might be the last time that you see that band. So
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
kind of when
that
you
is
go to
true.
shows, make sure you just trying to be off your phone. I actually heard this the other day, and I'm gonna try hard for Warped Tour. Like people say, like get off your phone from taking
Yeah,
the
really
take
enjoy it. Yeah.
from taking the pictures because even just looking through your phone to take the pictures, you're not thinking about the music too
You're
much.
thinking about if I
You're
can
thinking
get the
about
shot well.
taking
Yeah.
the good shots, and that's kind of unfortunately happened to me a few times within the last couple shows. So I think Warped Tour definitely I'm gonna try to be just experiencing it. So that
Yeah.
in general, it's sad to see them go. Unfortunately, that there's gonna be more bands through our lifetime are gonna break up. It's just how things go. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I also I
I'm
was
just gonna have to
talking.
get a GoPro with a
Yeah, just
chest
get a
mount.
GoPro. Yeah, exactly. That's what we have to do now in this week. Get a GoPro.
yeah.
Um,
I have a
but
GoPro
oh,
Hero 3.
you should bring it then. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I get it from my
Um,
dad.
but anyway,
Oh,
um, and also like I was talking to Bobby last night because we went to a show. We went to go see Micah Relocate, but we'll talk about that later. But I wasn't on my phone. I really wanted to like enjoy the show, and Under Oath I obviously wasn't on my phone too much. Like initially I was, and now it's just like we're going down for the second half, like that record.
Yeah.
Like I had to
yeah.
go down.
That record's like all the songs we know. Like
Yeah.
that's my
So
favorite album.
so I was just like, we gotta go down and see him. But I think you get a lot more out of it when you're not plastered to your phone. Like I not when and it's sad because like when you see people at shows, they're always like, "Yo, like I always want to get a good video of it and like watch it a million times." But like I think you're taking away from like the whole aspect of seeing live music. Like you can listen to an album, you know what I mean, at home
Yeah.
without seeing them, but like you're seeing them in person, it's totally different. Like
Mm.
I think like obviously stage and stuff like that has a lot to do with it, theatrics and stuff. But I mean, there's just such a different atmosphere when you're seeing it live, like instead of playing it in your ears, like on headphones or whatever, when you're working out or you're driving or some shit. And I
Yeah.
also think another thing is that like um, you gotta buy these records. Like bands aren't gonna stick around. Bands that you like aren't gonna stick around if you don't go out and see them or if you don't go out and buy their music, because at the end of the day, this is their job. Like we have jobs like that we just work regularly. You know what I mean? Like we have kind of a steady income. Their steady income is based off of like if you go out and you buy a CD from them or you go see them at a show or something like that. And I'm sure that means the world to them for them to come up and be like, "Yo, that album was like my favorite album of all time." Or like, I remember listening to Ocean Avenue, like, blah 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 blah. I think that means a lot to them for sure. Just cuz they put a lot of time, put a lot of effort into it. It's not easy. So, um just go out and buy records or go see them. I feel like that really helps in that process at least. I mean, I don't think you guys can disagree on that for sure, but
Oh.
but
No.
definitely go check out them on their last tour. They're doing a lot of dates. They are doing a Philly date, so I'm definitely interested and will
Okay.
probably go to that. I think their support is Like Torches and Dry Jacket. They're both. I think Like Torches is on a different record label, and Dry Jacket's on Hopeless with them. So, um, I'm super excited to check out both of those bands. I when they announced the tour, I checked out them, and I really like their sound. So I'll probably wind up going because, Ocean Avenue is such an influential album on me. So, and just to see them for one last time outside of Warped, I will probably check their set out at Warped. But if I don't get a chance, I will definitely go to see their final tour. But yeah, so let us know your favorite moments from Yellow Card, or if you're gonna go see them at Warped. Um, Definitely check them out. Definitely go purchase their new record for sure. I will definitely be buying it and probably doing a review on it. So, um, yeah. So, Yellow Card, whatever you do, wherever you go, I hope you, do what you like to do, and maybe they'll do reunion tours like Under Oath and stuff. So, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we'll move on to the tour updates we got. Like I said, Mika Relocate. We just saw them yesterday, They put on a ridiculous live show. There wasn't a lot of people there, so I was surprised. But
I
again,
mean,
it
it's
was
a
like
Wednesday or
it was a Tuesday
Tuesday.
night. It was a Tuesday night, so I mean, there wasn't a lot of people, but they put on a really good live show, and the rest of the bands did a really good job, especially Light Up the Sky. I didn't really like Out Came the Wolves, but that was not my thing anyway. So,
Oh, we've seen them before.
yeah, we saw them with the Word Alive.
That was the red jacket dude,
Yeah, that was that dude that was like
like
just really weird.
like a scene
Yeah,
girl's
yeah,
fantasy.
pretty much, yes.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
But
he came
anyway,
out in the Thriller jacket.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, we like totally skipped their set. No offense to them, but
Yeah.
I don't like
It's
them.
not
so.
our music.
But anyway, yeah, but they put on an awesome live show. If you get a chance, go check out the Young Souls tour. Their new record, Young Souls, was really great. Check it out for sure. Like we said, Warp Tour is coming around 1 week, about 1 week away. Getting hyped. The hype train is in the station. We got our tickets.
Not me.
Not yet, but we will have the tickets by the end of the week. And then, the train will be taking off that next Friday. So
Literally, we will be
Yeah.
taking a train.
we actually will be taking a train. So
Does that come through Hamilton, or is that going? It goes south, right?
it goes south, yeah,
Okay, so I have to go
to Bordentown.
to Bordentown.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wow, we're revealing all of our.
Oh no, we gotta
It's
edit
cool.
this
Somebody's
out.
gonna find us. No, just kidding. Yeah. So that's gonna be great. So super excited for Warped. Our homies in the Wise Man Fears playing July 31st at the Reverb. It's the last date of the tour, so we will go see them for sure. I know I'm going, so it's on a Sunday. So let me know if you guys want to go. Say what's up to the homies, But yeah. So I'm super excited to see them. The Plotting You, they're coming
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I don't know if they're the same day. I hope they're not. So we'll have to check. I think they're in July as well. So I'll have to ask off for that or whatever. So I'm excited to see them, and then we got Baysides
yeah,
coming up.
Thank you for remembering that.
And
And one tour ticket we both bought today, which we are extremely excited to announce. Me and Brandon, at least, will be seeing Blink-182, All Time Low, and A Day to Remember at the Atlantic City Boardwalk, literally on the beach. This is going to
That's
be
awesome.
one hell of a show. So if you guys live in like Philly area or Jersey, that is probably going to be one of the most unique experiences in
It's
your
gonna be
life.
so
I
much
could
fun.
be safe to assume that's going to be one of the most unique
that's
venues.
that's gonna be
The
one of the best shows.
ocean's
It's
the
right there.
ocean's literally right there. Like we're gonna be on the beach
If-
with people probably trying to do circle pits in the sand.
And I'm gonna get
It's
sand
gonna
in my
be-
eyes or something. So.
It's gonna be.
I'll keep you updated on the sand in the eyes, but
Oh yeah, so you guys check that out. We just
Jeremy
got,
better
got our-
hop. Jeremy better hop in the ocean and sing like "Downfall of Us All." and the
Oh, you know
balls.
what would be awesome? If he jumped in that like little like ball, the hamster ball, and went out in the
I went out
ocean
to-
and started running off.
awesome.
Oh my god, that
and
would be
then- And then
incredible.
a shark ate him, and then
And just like
Day to
great
Remember-
white just pops
a
out.
day to remember will be a day to remember.
Oh man, dad
Man,
jokes.
dad jokes out here. I'm not a resident dad here, but whatever. So yeah, that one's an awesome one. And if you can't see them at that date, they're doing a bunch of tour dates with like we said, A Day to Remember, and then depending upon where you live, All Time Low or All American Rejects, and then you got DJ Spider, whatever the hell his name is. I don't give a shit. So
Oh,
I give a shit. If
more
it's
fire that's been spitting by each
whatever
one.
DJ insert whatever animal. That's literally what it is. Whatever. Anyway, so DJ Spider, and then I don't think there is too much. The yellow card one, like we mentioned earlier, but that one's like in September or some shit or later. So there isn't too
Yeah.
much happening in the summertime, but that Blink one's gonna be exciting on the beach. So if you want to come to the beach and talk with the audio diction, we're gonna be in that gold black. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right up front. Gonna be
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
smoochy smooch to the Jeremy, and then so that's it. But I'm super excited for that one, even though I dropped like $100 on it, but whatever. It's gonna be a
See
show
no
of a
reason.
lifetime. So,
Yeah.
damn, buy those tickets, Nick. When you wake up and we watch this, buy those tickets. Do
Yeah.
it. Because we gotta go to a show together. You're gonna miss Warp, so Nick's not gonna be at Warp, so comment, put in the comment section your worst thing you can say to him, but don't be racist. Yeah, be a savage, but not too savage. Just like a maybe like a 5, like a 5 out of 10 savagery. You know,
Maybe like a 7 at worst.
7. Okay, do 7. 7.
Yeah.
You heard this. You
Pretty
heard it here
safe.
first from Dan. Make sure to annoy him on Twitter too. Anyway, our artist spotlight for tonight. We did an interview. I did an interview with them earlier today. Super nice dude. Omar, their lead singer. Super awesome dude. Super nice, and I think they're gonna be coming around here soon. So keep your eyes peeled for them. But his band is called In Your Memory. I found out about him through Reddit. Their guitar player Casey hit me up on Audio Addiction's Facebook thing. So if you got any bands that you would like to submit, send me a message on there, and we'll get in contact with them for sure. But yeah, so he sent me a message, and I added him on Facebook, and he just told me to check out his music. So I was like, sure, like we always do, and they're great. They sound really awesome. Very unique. Like I haven't heard a band like this in quite some time. He sounds like a certain vocalist, which I'm not gonna name. He was in Emerosa at some point in time, during his, drug moments. But
Still owes me a MacBook.
uh, but that he sounds definitely like Emerosa Relativity, or like or their self-titled Emerosa record. So if you definitely enjoy that style, and it's funny because like we were talking in an interview, and he was saying like he gets that a lot, but he hadn't listened to like a lot of Emerosa, so he's just like, I didn't really get it until like I listened to like a few more songs. I was like, man, I do sound like MacBook Man out here. So so that's cool. He's definitely got like that soulfulish voice, and you can check out my interview with him in the coming weeks. But they're really good. They're based out of Maryland, like Maryland, Washington D.C., Virginia area, so they're kind of local to us. But they're trying to grow their scene out in that area, and they're a really awesome band. I'm trying to think who else they sound like. They have like influences like Glassjaw, Thursday,
Nice.
more relevant bands like Let Live, stuff like that, and they kind of have like this. It's like post-hardcore, and I would say like a little bit of a Dance Gavin Dance vibe to it, a little bit, like in terms of that. And speaking of another MacBook band, that's another one that he was in apparently.
Yeah.
But
Apparently.
But anyway, yeah. So they sound definitely like that, and I'm surprised he didn't even state them as an influence, because I feel like both of those bands they have a pretty similar sound to that.
Mhm.
But awesome band. You can follow them on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. I'll make sure to link their information in the description for sure. Like I said, they're working on new music. They have 2 tracks out, I believe, Solace, and there's another track, Indulgence or something like that. But they did like a video of both of their, like a video to explain the songs. And they're awesome tracks. Awesome tracks. I'm super excited to see them once they come around here. I told them I'd come out to a show. So if you guys like that type of music, definitely give In Your Memory a listen. They're an awesome local band out of D.C., Virginia, Maryland area. I don't know did any of you guys had the chance to, Chris, did you get a chance to check them out now?
No, I'll
Definitely,
definitely
if
check
you
them
like
out,
that
though.
stuff, like Emerosa, stuff like that, Dance Gavin Dance, Thrice, you can definitely tell those types of influences. Let Live, you can tell those influences are in that band, because he's got kind of like a gritty, soulful kind of voice to his singing, which was cool. But you'll learn more about him in the interview, and yeah. So no Nick here to do some Kingpin raps. It's feeling a little empty here, but we'll pass it off to the plugs. Chris, I know you just uploaded something today, so.
Oh yeah, I've been super busy. Well, unfortunately, we had the end of Game of Thrones season 6, so I had my recap video. Then I immediately did my season 6 full review. So that's all up. we got a whole year or a whole 10 months to wait for the greatest show on television to return. So, yeah, you can all kind of sink into a depression alongside with me if you're a fan of the series.
Chris looks even a little depressed now that he's just talking about it. He's just like,
So I'm just thinking about it because it was so good. But Dan, you watch that show, right? You start watching it?
I'm still about to start. I've been
Oh,
about
yeah,
I'm
to
I'm
start
still
for a while.
about to start. That's like saying.
I've been stream stuff recently and a lot of
Well,
other
you'll get a
things I've
chance
been
to
doing.
talk about that, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also working on this Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens
Yes.
video game
Sweet.
review. Oh, I'll let you know. It's one of the better Star Wars games that's come out. So look forward to that. Hopefully, if I keep playing it as much as I want to play it, I'll have it up by next week sometime, probably.
Nice.
So
Before
yeah.
Warped
So you
Tour,
can follow
probably.
my YouTube channel at StarRaptor as well as my Twitter and my Facebook, the same name, StarRaptor. So that's
Nice.
about it.
Dan.
You know,
your
you,
spiel,
you,
your spiel.
no, you
after-
you can follow me at the that was my suspenders.
At the August Burns Red, you're gonna follow.
No, you
Follow
can
August
follow
Burns
me Wingman 700 on Twitch TV and at Wingman 700 on Twitter. Pretty much everywhere except Black People Meet because
Wait, you're not black?
I know it looks like it, but you're actually just inverse colorblind.
You're right. I am.
But,
I need those like $300 sunglasses. So I
Open
can
your
tell-
eyes,
yeah.
man. That wasn't an Asian joke. Okay, maybe it was.
Oh.
Anyway, and make sure follow me add me on Snapchat because I'll be starting to post on Snapchat and Instagram as well when I go live.
I got so confused because I sent a Snapchat to him and Dan, and there was two Dan, so I didn't know which one to send it to, so I sent it to both.
Oh
But anyway, that was a funny thing. So if you're, well, I'll have to post it to the audio addiction thing because it was hilarious. But anyway, lastly, follow me specifically on Audio Addiction's Twitter. I really don't use my personal Twitter anymore. I've mainly been focusing on the channel one. So you can follow Audio Addiction _ on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. It's been up this entire time. So if you missed out, you might be blind. So go see a doctor. But anyway, follow us on Reddit as well. I really like Reddit. I've really enjoyed Reddit. Thanks to all the homies on Reddit for giving me new bands to listen to, up and coming bands. So I'm super excited for that. And dear Jesus, I don't know what Dan sent me, but anyway.
Whoa.
Anyway, we're gonna be at Vans Warped Tour July 8th. So if you guys are there,
come hang out.
come hang out with us. Super excited. We're gonna be seeing a bunch of bands. Every Time I Die, Yellow Card, Word Alive, Veil of Maya, just a ton of bands. Not Dan, Nick is not gonna be able to come like we said earlier, so hate on him in the comments. Don't thumbs down it, thumbs up this video, please, thank you. But yeah, so make sure you hang out with us. We're gonna try to do maybe a meetup or something, just with like a bunch of our friends. So if you guys like our channel and stuff and you want to say what's up to us, I'm probably gonna cry because you guys are gonna be like the first fan that I'm gonna meet ever about something that I do. So that'd be rad. And we'll just be at the show, so just come say what's up. And if you're in the Philly area, we usually go to a lot of Philly shows. So if you're out in any Philly show, so come say what's up to us. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe and like this video. Make sure to get the views up, man. These videos have not been doing as well as the album reviews or the interviews. So make sure you come hang out with us and have fun. I feel like we're kind of a fun bunch. Nick is a little bit of a crazy person, so whatever, it's fine. I love you, Nick. But anyway, sorry, Nick, you couldn't be here because you're an old man. But stop being old and come hang out with the homes. I bought you Papa J's, so.
Dang.
Can't be like, actually you bought the Papa J's, never mind. But you came over my house to eat the Papa J's, so.
I
Anyway.
let you sit in my house while you gave me the Papa J's you bought.
Anyway, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like. It really does help out our channel, and we got some cool things in the works that are coming down the pipeline. So make sure you're there for all of it, and make sure you subscribe to these guys, Dan, Chris, and Nick. Nick will do yours. Twitter at jigxjack194, even though he doesn't really use it. And then he's got a YouTube channel, jigxjag194 games. So make sure you subscribe to him. He does some interesting gameplay with anime boobies. So if you like that type of stuff, definitely subscribe to his channel. And I think he's doing like a couple other things. So be on the lookout. Look at Dan. Dan knows. But anyway, that's it, guys. Have an awesome week. And we should have one more episode before Warped. So
Yep.
the hype will be almost at its
all-time
maximum.
max.
Yeah, it'll be almost
Yes.
at over 9,000 the next
Yeah.
episode. So make sure you check in for that episode. And with that being said, talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.